All right, welcome to another episode of lbitt. This is the 1 month special, and I'm here with a good dear old friend, Jesus Ibarra, right here, the boy.
Yeah, right here, Jesus. You call me Jeebus. That's how everybody calls me.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Jeebus.
Jeebus underscore on everything,
Yes, sir.
basically.
On IG, Snapchat, Grinder, the whole deal.
No. Imagine.
Yeah, but dude, it's been a while, man.
Yeah, man.
It's been a really long time.
When was the last time I think I moved. Oh, me and Louise used to live in the same
Yeah,
apartment.
we used to live in the same apartment.
But I think I moved out in 2016.
Yeah.
We literally lived like next door. Like, I'll
Yeah.
fucking bang on the wall. He was being too loud.
Yeah, dude. We had it was 3 kids, 3 adults in a 1 room apartment.
Yeah.
You fucking bless the neighbors downstairs, dude.
Huh.
It was crazy. But yeah, like you were like the first friend that I made when I came to the valley, because before I was in Sunlit Tahunga,
Oh, yeah.
like Verdugo, Mount Gleason, that area. Yeah, I was living good. I had a 2-story house,
Yeah, I remember you would tell me that.
Yeah, that was,
I'm like, Dad, what are you doing here, bro?
Yeah, my 14 year like, oh man, I used to have it all. Now we gotta.
Yeah. I remember you also told me you did karate as a kid. I was
Yeah,
like, no
dude.
way.
Yeah, no, looking at me, right? Yeah, I did karate with Master Kim. It was taekwondo.
Taekwondo.
Yeah, taekwondo, and I did it for a pretty long time, dude. I think I did it for 4 years, 3 years.
Damn, that's a long time.
Yeah, I like reached like the top you could get to, like, for like a kid,
Oh,
because
okay.
I was like 8 or 7.
I was
Whatever.
about to ask you, how old were you? 8?
Yeah, I was like 8, 7 when I stopped, and I already reached like the top that a person that age could get to.
Oh, okay.
And I also did like some competitions too, like some little tournaments. It was actually pretty cool. When I first started out, we were like, just doing all the stretches, getting, loose in them for like the moves we had to do. And so they were getting us to do the splits.
The splits?
Yeah, so that was like I was able to do the splits back then, dude. Imagine
Dude.
that. So like the way they did it was just slowly, like you were just doing the splits like as much as you could go, and like after a week, it got to a point where you were like basically doing it. It was just like, the last few centimeters or whatever.
Right.
So I was like kind of behind. So like Master Kim, we had to call him Master. He's like talking to me like, oh, like calm down, like relax, and like try to loosen up. And he was just walking in circles around me, right? So the way it was set up, the little dojo, it was the lessons were taking place like in like one side of the room, and on the other side, all the parents were able to sit there and watch, if they wanted to, if they weren't just dropping them off.
And you were all shy.
Yeah, and I was shy because my mom was there. She was sitting right there, and so Master Kim, he's like walking around like, oh, calm down, relax, and like he gets behind me and starts massaging my shoulders. He's like, here, like, relax, just calm down, like focus on your breathing. So I'm like trying to calm down, relaxing. I'm finally getting to that point, and the fucker just pushes me down, dude. He like just shoved me down, and like my mom said she heard it pop.
Oh, hell no, dude.
But I was like, I just screamed, dude. I was like, oh, what the? I could have sworn like I broke a leg or something. I don't know. So something didn't feel right. But like after like 10 seconds of like freaking out, he was like, oh, you could go get a juice if you want, because they had like little Capri Suns in a small fridge.
Oh, like, nice. It's just gonna.
And I was like, yes. So
Like, the juice is gonna fix my bone,
yeah,
huh?
it's gonna fix my.
For sure. Thank you. I mean, I never did anything like that as a kid. Probably just like I think I was like 16. I did Muay Thai for a year.
Shit.
But I don't know if you remember when we were at the apartments, I dislocated my shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucked, dude.
That was funny, bro. And then the worst part is like I didn't even go to the doctor to get it like popped back in. My homie Jacob looked up a video on YouTube, bro, put a sock in my mouth, bro, and popped it back in.
Fuck, dude. Jacob,
Dude, it was
crazy.
shout out Jacob, he's over there with the Marines right now.
Yeah, shit.
But yeah, this kid just popped it back in. I was like, no way. Like I mean, it didn't even hurt, but just the thought of like that my bone was sticking out. It wasn't out on my skin, but like you could see it through my skin.
Like it wasn't normal.
Yeah, it wasn't normal. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, bro?
And that happened when you were doing Muay Thai? Like, you dislocated it then?
No, actually, bro, remember when they used to have those boxing matches in the back, in the parking lot?
Yeah.
Dude. The worst part was I was already going to sleep.
Yeah.
And then these fools wake me up.
They're like, come outside.
Yeah. And that one of these fools were calling me out over to box. I was like, bro, I'm not gonna go. And like, oh no, you're a pussy. This and that. I was like, all right, whatever. I went. I got my gloves, so I went outside. And then, so whatever, we're like sparring or whatever. And then this fool put this elbow out. I guess I socked his elbow like pretty hard.
Yeah.
That's what made me like pop my shoulder out.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Damn, that was
And then I tried to keep fighting, and I was like, wait, I can't move my arm. My arm was just swinging, bro. And I was like, no.
Fuck. Dude. I know, like, I get that, like, when I try to, like, reach for something, and I move my arm in a weird way, and I feel it coming up, like, oh, fuck, no.
Yeah,
like,
oh, never mind.
Get your ass back in there. Shit. But it was funny, like, in the apartments, because, like, we're, like, going out to run errands. Sometimes, like, we're in a hurry. And we just see, like, some kids in the back, you know, with, like, the gloves on and shit like
literally,
that.
Literally, dude. You're like, oh, my God, not again.
And then, like, oh, yeah, let's go bodies in the back and shit like that. And sometimes there's just, like, school fights in the back sometimes.
Literally, bro. You know what's funny? I remember this one time, we were all in the pool. I don't know if you remember, bro, but I remember to this day. I think you were going out to a party or something.
Oh,
and you,
the fucking...
and this Luis had a pot of rice. This dude was on the last step. No, he was probably like on the third step, almost down to the floor. This guy falls and rolls and drops the whole rice everywhere.
Fuck, dude, that was embarrassing. And then it's because my dumbass saw all of you guys like out there, and I don't know, like I just like got shy or whatever the fuck, and my foot just like slipped off the stairs, and and it was funny too because like my leg was still like on the stairs, like it was just this one that slipped.
Yeah.
So like I like kind of did like a little split, like falling down.
Literally.
And
bro.
Ever since then, your brother and
Chonchis and everybody like, hey Louis, don't drop the rice.
Don't drop the rice.
Every time you see you, like, don't drop the rice.
Fuck out. That was like 4 years ago, bro.
Literally, bro. That shit was funny.
Like when I first moved in, I remember like seeing you. Because we had uniforms for middle school.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I knew that you were going to that school, too. Because, like, I saw you, like, with the uniform, like, leaving, like, all cute and shit. You had, like, a little sweater over your shirt. I'm like, fuck. Like, this dude's... Fuck him. He's good looking. I hate him.
I wish, bro. Fucking dark-ass Mexican.
You were darker back then.
Yeah. It's because, we had practices, like, after school, remember?
For what?
Oh, I don't know. Are you talking about 8th grade?
Yeah, like when I barely moved there.
Oh yeah,
you were darker back then too.
Yeah,
well, I think everyone is. You know?
Yeah, bro. They had us running. We had this one teacher. I think it was in Jane. Oh, the only teacher who would make everybody run, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking 2 miles a day.
Mr. Jane, he was because of him, dude. I was able to see my calf muscles for the first time ever in my life.
Didn't you fall in his class too?
Fuck, dude, I fell in everything. So, it was it was like just a random day for P. I was like, oh fuck, we're gonna have to run shit like that. I was like already like done with it. And so, like, you know how, like, we would start off, like, in, like, rows?
Yeah.
And, like, one row would run, and then the other one, they would start like that. So I was, like, getting, like, pumped, getting, like, ready to, like, get this shit done. And, like, I start stepping, and, like, 3 steps in, I step in the mud and fucking slip and fall. I was like, son of a...
Louis was muddy for the rest of the day.
I was muddy. Everyone's, like, just, like, passing me running, and they're like, what the fuck happened to you? I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Keep running.
Keep running. I don't want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it.
I was like wet on the left side, dude. Like my socks were all moist, and I was like, fuck, it's gonna be bad, dude. But yeah, he was cool though, cause my PE teachers from before the first 2 years, they were like, oh, if you don't do this amount of laps, like you didn't get a good grade.
Yeah.
So like I like always struggled with it, cause I'd always have low grades with him, just cause I couldn't fucking finish the laps.
Right.
But for Mr. and Jane. And like when they're like, oh, what PE teacher did you got? I'm like, oh, I got this guy. Like I don't know him. And they're like, oh, fuck. They're like,
rest in peace,
yeah.
Louis.
They're like, fuck, you're gonna have a terrible time. Like, oh, why? And they're like, he's like, it's just running. Like that's all it is. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Literally, dude.
So yeah. So I was like, oh fuck, this is gonna be the worst year ever. Like the last year, 8th grade, like it's gonna be the worst. And so it's the first day. Like we start getting ready to run. Like and of course, yeah, it's running. And so like I start going. And at first, like I was like fuck it, like I wasn't trying. I was just doing like a light jog or whatever. I was basically just walking
compared to everybody.
Yeah, compared to everyone. And so like he like how they would like mark your hand.
Oh yeah.
To like count it or whatever. So like he got to me and like he gave me this look, and like he didn't say anything, but he was like come on, bitch, like try at least and do something. And like I don't know, like slowly I started like getting motivated because he just kept giving me these looks, like they're like they weren't like full on disappointment, but I guess more encouragement.
Right.
And so like by the second week of school, like I was like fuck it, like nah, I'm gonna start running. And I was like, if I'm gonna get a bad grade, might as well like just try to gain something out of it.
Right.
So I started like running, like actually trying, and like he started giving me different looks, like okay, like keep it up.
You're getting there. Yeah.
Yeah. And it got to a point where he was just like kind of just saying like keep it up. Like he started talking to me like at that point, like he was like yeah, like and he's like come on, you're almost like beating it. And like it got to one point where he was like kind of keeping track of like my time or whatever.
Right.
And he was like, there was like this one time where I was like, fuck, dude, like fuck it, I'm gonna go all out. And I only stopped like 5 times compared to 10.
I was like 5 times. That's a lot.
That's a lot, bitch. You swear I'm gonna get it like fast all of a sudden or fucking efficient.
I remember, yeah, and Jay and bro, like I think I started losing weight in 8th grade because of him, bro. I used to try to keep up with Davis Cisneros, bro. Yeah, dude, fucking... this guy was fast, just like nonstop, bro. Yeah, this guy would not stop.
It's because he was tall, dude. He was pretty tall for that age.
Yeah,
it was like he had long ass stride too. I remember too. He was trying to like help me out. He was like trying to get me to run with him.
Oh, for real? You should have gone.
Bitch, you swear I could keep up. When we would run, like after like I think it was like 9th grade or some shit. We would run in the little neighborhood behind the apartments.
Right.
And you would like have to like stop like every other fucking...
I overlapped you, bro.
Yeah, I know. They got to the point like, fuck it, like I'm just going to do my own thing. But yeah, so with Mr. and Jane, he was like, he never graded me for like the laps compared to everyone else. He was just grading me based on like what he saw me trying to do.
Okay.
So like those first times when I wasn't trying, he was like, yeah, giving me like C's and shit, D's. But after that, like, even if I didn't finish the amount everyone else was supposed to do, like, I kept getting A's.
Oh, that's good.
Cause that's hard. And then I remember, too, because, remember Chris Andrade?
Fucking, yeah. Big able calves, too, bro.
And he would always, like, show it off. Or no, he wouldn't show it off, like, he would just walk and they, like, flex.
Literally,
so we're like, Chris, like, stop flexing.
Fucking veins everywhere, bro.
Yeah, we're like, fuck, Chris. And then he looked at me and he's like, Louis, you have some, too. And I was like, what the fuck? And I and like I pick up my toe and I see it, I'm like, oh shit! I was like, I'm a grown ass man. Let's fucking go.
You're like, I see it.
I see it. I was like, fuck you, Chris. I'm faster than you, bitch. But it was really cool with Mr. and Jane. It was probably like the only reason why I was able to last in football as much as I did.
Right. Right, I know. I remember I wanted you to play football so bad.
Yeah. I joined late, right? Like,
yeah. I even got you like some cleats. I was like, bro, you have to like practice.
Yeah, you gave me cleats. Yeah, that's what you gave it to me when I said like fucking I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I remember when you started doing it, because before that we would always like hang out. We'd fucking knock on the wall and like come over and shit like that.
Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2 and fucking Zombies Transit.
Literally, yeah.
And yeah, so like I was like, fuck, like he's not here. Like it was constantly he's not here, and I was like, oh fuck. And like I'd like hear you like come like home from practice and shit like that.
6 p.m.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I think I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. But I remember at first, another like reason I wanted to do it was because that's when you were like getting famous.
Famous.
So like in 8th grade, we were like in the same level. I think not like like I guess. In general, because we would always hang out with each other. Yeah. And then you started hanging out with like Ronnie and I think it was Alexis. I'm not quite sure. But like, and then like my 8th grade, he was like, he's getting famous. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try to get famous with him. And so and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna join football. I was like, fuck, he's gonna get really famous now.
Nah, I didn't even think of it like that, bro.
I know, but it was funny because I remember like seeing like the Instagram followers. Like you had like a lot more, and I was like still like at 60 or 70 or some shit.
7. Nah, imagine.
Fuck. And I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go join football and get famous from this shit. But then like I started liking the sport. It was just one of the things that made me like want to do it too. And I remember Kevin Morales too. He told me that if I couldn't like afford the shit we had to pay for, that his dad would sponsor me. I remember that word specifically. He's like my dad could sponsor you, bro. Like it's fine. And I was like, fuck, like I'm a big deal around these parts. Shit, like
they're really trying to get you in, huh?
trying to get me in. But it was like it was really cool being part of the football team, dude. Like the only reason I quit, dude, honestly, was just because like
Coach Gary. Not imagine.
Fuck, dude, Coach. He only got mad at me because I left. He really wanted me to be center.
Yeah.
With Joey too. Joey wanted me to be center for him, and it was during summer practice when I quit. Like I didn't tell anyone. Like I just told Campos. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna come anymore. He was like, all right then. And I remember because yeah, he was like fuck you, like just leave your shit then. And I was like, fuck, like they don't want me anyway, so I'm gonna leave. But so yeah, I just left and school started and I came back and like Jeffrey, that's when he started playing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And if I remember correctly, he's like, oh, like can you give me like some tips on snapping, because he was gonna be center, I think, or wanted to be center. And so like I went to the football field and like it was before practice, you know, like the coaches weren't out yet. So I was like, oh, like just, you know, just do this, get your knees like this, make sure you keep your arms straight and whatever, shit like that. And Gary comes out and he sees me and he's like, if you're not on the fucking team, get the fuck off my field. And I was like, oh fuck.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I honestly I wanted to cry. I was like, fuck, he's yelling at me. Yeah. He used to be so nice to me. Well, not nice, but you know, like he wasn't, you know, calling me out. But like he was like looking at me while like screaming that, and Jerry's like, "Oh shit!"
You're like, "All right, bro, see you later."
See you later. He's like, "Get the fuck out!" I'm like, "Oh, son of a bitch!" And I like sat like on the bleachers for like 15 minutes, like just looking, cause low key like I still wanted to be in it, but I don't want to say like just depression, cause like you know that's a bitch thing to do. No, but like yeah, like I think
you were going through it.
Yeah, that was like a pretty hard time, and like I was like, fuck, like I'm too tired to like care anymore or whatever. Yeah. Like honestly, I think it was just because I stopped caring, because I really did like the sport, dude. Like I
bro, you would have been good, bro.
Yeah.
If you would have stayed all 4 years, bro, you would have been a beast.
Fuck, like yeah, like I remember the first time I put pads on, I was like, oh fuck, look how big. I'm like, yes sir.
Fucking massive.
Look at this shit. And then that's when like Kevin started calling me Lou Bear and shit, because like I looked like a bear.
Like a bear.
Yeah. And yeah, like it was. I really liked it, like because for the first year, I think it was for like half of the season, I just didn't have pads. I was basically just working out with you guys. Yeah. And like looking back, I was like, what the fuck? Like I actually did want to be there, because you know, like I was just doing the exercise. Yeah. Like, that's all I was doing. I think I was going to the games like half the time, but you know they didn't need me there. It was just if I wanted to.
Oh, okay.
And so like it was just, I was like, fuck, like I want to do this, especially like when I started like snapping to become center. Like I started getting more encouraged, because like people they're like, dude, you're like pretty good, like, because the first time I did it, like it was really good. Yeah. And so I was like, fuck, like this is something I could actually be good at. And so like I started getting excited. Joey was like telling me like, oh, like let's go practice at the park at this time. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I was like, fuck it, yeah. And like that's when I got like do you remember the parachute I got?
Oh yeah.
I got like some gear. My cousin bought it for me. There were like some cones and like a parachute to tie to your back
to run.
Yeah, to run. And so we go to Stratton Park, right? We walk to Stratton Park, and so with this parachute, I told Jeeves to go first, and like you know he would start going at it, and I was like, fuck, that looks sick. And I remember I went next. I told you to record, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go. And I start going, and dude, in my head, I could have sworn I was fucking like pulling that shit
60
hard.
miles per hour.
Fucking blazing speed. And I look at the recording, and the parachute barely like started
it's literally just dragging.
The parachute was dragging on the floor. I wasn't even going fast, and I was like, oh fuck. And then I was like, fuck. Yeah, dude, I remember. You were like trying to be so nice about it too. You're like, oh no, it's fine. It's just it got like grass caught or something like that. And I was like, no, I'm just fat as fuck. I need to get faster. And yeah, that was like at the start, dude. And I remember after like by summer practice, I was able to lift it up. Like I was like showing improvement. Like it was crazy. Like I was legit going until my body just gave out. Yeah. And it was really cool to do. Like just the feeling of like coming home late, I guess, or whatever, like all tired with like my duffel
Sore,
bag,
bro.
and
Can't even go up the stairs.
yeah, can't fucking sit down and take a shit,
Literally.
without like getting up without hurting. It was really cool. I was like, fuck, like I was excited. Yeah, and then like just the shit started happening. I was like, I didn't care. Like I didn't find any of that rewarding anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure like if I kept going to it, it would have been a lot different. At least like body figure wise.
100%. You would have been a beast, bro. I don't know.
I was like, fuck. I'm weak as fuck for my arms though.
Yeah, I mean that's what we had the gym for, like to work out for.
The gym,
the weight room.
I remember when we were in the weight room, and the first time I ever benched it, I couldn't even bench with the green one.
The tens?
Yeah.
Oh hell no.
I couldn't bench with it, dude. I needed the pull, and I remember feeling such like a bitch because like TL and fucking Rugby, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck is lifting this shit without any weights? I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Ask me.
Fuck you. But after a while, like I was able to like do one pump of the yellow one.
Yeah,
like, I'm beast. But it was with my legs, dude. That's what I started doing the most, cause like the when I first did like the legs, like I think Rugby was helping me.
Oh yeah, like squatting and stuff.
Yeah, like squatting, like I think that's all we were able to do, like squats and the deadlift.
Deadlifts.
Too. And so like I was able to do that, pretty good, just cause I'm fat as fuck, so my legs need to be strong. So like I started focusing on that too, and so for when I did have my pads and I was able to do full contact, I kept having my arms like this close, because I just like when I would put my arms forward to like grab their like shoulder their shoulder pads, like I just couldn't hold on because like my arms weren't strong.
You were weak. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I just like put my arms close to my chest, and would just like push with my legs and like fucking try to push with my arms and shit like that, and that's how I started like getting through the season. But I remember with T.O., dude, oh my god.
Dude, that dude was big. That dude was too big for high school.
I remember for practice, dude, I hated going on defense against him. Because what he would do, man, he would put his helmet behind, like, ahead of his arms. And he would basically spear me with, like, his head looking down.
Head bang you?
Yeah, so he would hit my face mask with his helmet. Like hit it up, like knock it up, so my head would like face up, and he would fucking grab my shoulder pads and start like pushing me, toss me on the ground. I was like, son of a bitch,
drag you around everywhere.
It was annoying because I couldn't do anything about it. Like I was too scared to like move his head to the side because I might break his fucking neck or some shit.
Fuck it.
And like I didn't know what to do. So like every time they're like oh like go on the left end, and I was like, oh fuck. Tails right there. And he knew. He heard it. He just like fucking laughed and looked at me, dude. And I was like, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
He knew what he was doing. But it was still a fun experience with Rugby too. I remember he was the first person that tackled me.
Dude, everybody when we all, I feel like every season when you first get your shoulder pads and helmets, everybody's always so scared to hit.
Yeah.
Everybody, bro. We all go heads up. We all have to, practice hitting. And everybody's so scared to hit, but they're all talk like before season, before like we get our gear, like they're all talking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tackle you. I'm gonna
fuck you. Like let's go heads up as soon as we get the pad.
Like I'm gonna crack you. You're not gonna crack me. If anything, I'm gonna crack you and your homie.
Yeah, like everyone was like that, but Rugby, dude. I remember Rugby was like pretty quiet.
Yeah, but dude, that dude was big.
He would fucking knock you down. So he was the first person to attack me because we were on special teams. We were doing kickoff, and I was on the receiving end, and I had no idea what the fuck was going on. Like I never watched football, dude. I didn't know anything. That was like first day with shoulder pads. I didn't know what was happening. So they kick the ball. Our receiver gets it. They start running.
You're like, fuck, what do I do?
But I was like, where the fuck is he? Like, I didn't know. Like, I just heard everyone saying, go. He's right. He has it. But I didn't know where he was. So, like, I just start running, like, towards, like, just trying to block whoever I see. And, like, on my right hand side, I see the running back or the person with the ball. They're running. I think it was David. He's like running up the thing. I was like, oh fuck, like the ball's right there. And so like I start turning around and I see Rugby in the corner of my eye, like just already like basically hitting me already. I was like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna die. But like he like I had some pretty good air, dude. Like I was up.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I caught some pretty.
I felt pretty light.
I felt pretty light. Shit, like, I felt like I was in the clouds.
Damn.
But so like I was like my legs went up and like I fucking fell like on my back, and it didn't hurt. And that's the first thing that came into my head. I was like, oh fuck,
yeah, it does. That's what people don't get. It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't
like,
hurt. So I was like, oh fuck, thank God, dude, it didn't hurt. I thought I was gonna die, dude, because I was like, fuck, that's my blind side, huh? Like I'm gonna die right now. I saw the movie, so I'm gonna die. I'm fucking break my leg and everything.
So this how I'm gonna go.
This is the end, and so. Yeah, like I get up and he looks at me, you know, he's like good shit or whatever, and I was like, fuck, like this is pretty cool, this is pretty fun. And then like another thing I had with rugby too was like we were practicing on defense. It was me, Michael, rugby, and like that's all.
Michael Bear,
Espinosa. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we were all on defense, and so they were practicing on offense, right? They were like working on them. So our job was, you know, just to like get through. You know, we didn't really have like a certain play we had to do, and we kept messing up offense. Like we kept getting through. Like they started getting mad at the offensive side. Yeah. And so me and Michael were like, oh, let's fucking go, let's go. Like we just started fucking around. And like, okay, we're gonna do like a little switcheroo right here. Like you go this way and I go right. We're gonna do a crossing, whatever. You're just fucking around, and it was working. Like the linemen would like bump into each other and they would make holes. Michael would get through, and shit like that. And Rugby started getting pumped. He's like, let's fucking go. He like came down to the line and like started like hitting helmets, like good shit. And he like grabbed my face mask, dude. I remember he was just looking at me like, oh, what's he gonna say about me? You know, like how is he gonna say I'm a fucking beast? And he's just looking at me for like 2 seconds. Like he's like, holy shit, you have nice eyes. I was like, what the fuck?
You like, really, dude?
Really? So he's like looking at me, and then like when he says that, someone, I forgot who it was, they like popped in to see too. And when they popped in, they like covered the sun. So he's like, fucking move. He's like, look how his eyes look when the sun's hitting it. And they're just like 3 dudes looking at my eyes.
Everybody's looking at your eyes.
I was like, I wanted something else, dog.
I don't want you guys to fall in love.
Yeah, I want you to fall in love. You need to pump me up. Shit. We're fucking going beast on defense.
Yeah. That was a good time.
I've been drunk now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Like I don't know if that surprises you. Like from old me, you know. Like oh fuck, I'm not gonna drink.
Tell me why I didn't start. Like I barely started drinking. Probably the end of last year. Because I knew I was like, oh, I'm turning 21. I didn't drink, bro. Because every time I hang out with my friends, I'm always DD. Like I'm always driving. So I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna drink. I'm not even gonna risk it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, for what? So I now that I turned 21, I just turned 21, by the way. Now that I turned 21, I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get some drinks. Yeah. I don't know, it's crazy. It's
yeah,
weird.
I mean, it's the same way for me. Like I don't know, like I guess cause the reason I liked it was because the first time I did it with my friends. Mm-hmm. Like and I don't know, like we just got the same way like we usually are, just like more calm, I guess.
Right. It's a cool vibe.
Yeah, it is. Like we were just talking the whole time because we've had like little kickbacks in the backyard with my sister and some of my friends. But yeah, like last time, like we stayed up till like 6 just in the back talking. Like,
damn.
In the campfire, so like that. And then like we came inside and we recorded like a little drunk podcast thing. Podcast? Yeah, but it was horrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you ever post that?
No, I didn't post it.
I honestly, bro, I didn't think you were. I don't know. I didn't think you were drinking, low key.
Yeah, I mean,
who are you?
No. I know. I'm a different man now. Yeah, I remember because like I kept preaching it to you and shit like that. Like I remember like you like smoked like a vape pen once.
Shut the fuck up. No, I
didn't do it. It wasn't me.
What? How old were we? Like
we were like 15, 16.
Yeah, dude. I always tell everybody, bro. I hope my mom doesn't hear this shit. I smoked my first time when I was like 13. 13? Damn,
yeah. I didn't know that. I just remember. I remember seeing you like by the driveway by your apartments. I think like you had like a pen.
It was only one time, bro.
It was only one time. Yeah, it was just that one time I remember seeing you. You weren't even smoking it.
I got over it though. Like I feel like so I started smoking at that time, and then like high school, bro. Like I was like towards senior year, I was over it, bro. And like once senior year ended, I feel like everybody who was like, oh yeah, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that shit. That's all they do now, bro. Like all they do is smoke every day, and I'm like, bro, y'all hypocrites, talking all that shit, and then you guys are smoking every day now.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know you were smoking like at that point, like
yeah. I mean earlier,
because I didn't know that. I just remember seeing you hold it, and I was like, Jeebus, like what the fuck's wrong with you? And I was like,
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, I would stop during season because, like,
yeah,
I know it's bad for your lungs and shit.
But it was like a big shock for me. I was like, fuck, we're growing up. He's gonna have kids now. Fuck
you.
Yeah.
Hey, thank God I haven't had any kids. So,
Are you still with Angela?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still.
Fuck, dude.
Crazy, bro.
All cause of me.
Shut the fuck up.
All cause of me.
7 years.
To set the record straight.
No.
I remember you called me over when you were like texting her one time.
Dude, Luis just helped me with one thing. I don't know what the fuck he said. I don't know what the fuck I texted her. But he just helped me with one line. And he swears he got me the girl.
I got him the girl.
Nah,
it was because of me.
Dude, the crazy part is I only talked to her for like 2 weeks. And then...
Oh, shit. Never mind.
And then we ended up like getting together, I guess.
Yeah, you guys have been together for a pretty long time.
Yeah, crazy, bro.
Yeah, like I remember you took your guitar and shit. You're like,
shut up, bro.
Fine, it's fine, dude. This is what it's all about. You sure you can't? You gotta laugh at yourself to.
No, yeah, I remember. Everybody always tells me, remember you take your guitar? I was like, yeah, dude, shut up, right? I don't know. I thought it was cool. Alex would always take it.
Yeah, I know.
Like, so me and him would jam out. Like,
what's up, baby? But it was like I mean, like it was for a good thing. I feel like it's like scary for guys to be like romantic around their boys and shit.
Yeah.
Or around guys in general. Like I know you were like really like pumped. Like to go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. But it was like you were like all excited. You're like hurry the fuck up, Louis. Like let's go. Like you had like your nice shirt on, your sweater, your fucking bird sweater. And I don't
ugly ass bird sweater, bro.
I don't remember who took that like one picture that was like the.
Yeah, I don't remember either, bro.
I don't know if it was me or somewhere else. I don't think it was me
because I think Angela got that picture.
Yeah, like it was because I remember I was just like with you basically the whole day. Like, when are you gonna do it? When are you gonna do it? And you're like, shut the fuck up.
I'm nervous.
But yeah, it was like I think it was a day after I sent that message that because of me. You were able to.
Yeah, you didn't send it though. Bro, worst part was like I already knew she was into me, and then like worst part is she takes like an hour to reply, bro. We were literally talking normal, bro.
Oh yeah.
You know how you literally reply in like a minute or so.
Yeah, back to back. Like,
and then I had asked her, and then she took an hour, bro. I was like, fuck my life. So I'm gonna tell her never mind. I said I'm gonna text her NVM, bro. NVM. I don't really remember like specifically what I said or what it was. Yeah, I don't remember either.
But I just remember you're like Louis, come over, and then like,
I was like, what should I say? What should I say?
You're like, what do I do? What do I do? I was like, oh shit! I was like, give me that shit, and like I just fucking pulled something out of my ass, I think, and then like I gave it back, and you're like, oh shit, or something like that. You're like it worked or some shit. I was like,
yeah, an hour later, dog.
It was like that was fuck, dude. Those were cool times.
Wait. Are you going to school still? Right?
Yeah, I'm going to see some.
You see some?
Well, fucking on Zoom.
Online.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm still going. FAFSA got me covered, so I'm able to.
That's what's up.
Focus on that shit.
What are you studying?
Film production.
Film production.
Yeah. I changed it to screenwriting recently, actually. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah, like I kind of just decided on it because when we're like filling out all the applications for school. For the major, I was just gonna put undecided, or computer engineering or whatever, fucking something about computers. And I was going through the list, and I wanted to go down to like the U to the undecided or whatever. And like I'm scrolling down, and I see film production, and I was like, oh, I guess I'll choose that one. Yeah. And so like I started it, and like low key, dude, I fucking hated the classes.
For real.
Yeah, but it was like. The moments where we were like able to like talk with like people that I liked or whatever, because the reason I liked the class was mostly because of the people.
Oh, okay. They're
all like gatekeepers and shit, like if you didn't like it their way, it's not good at all. But like I started meeting some pretty cool people, and like we were like fucking bouncing ideas off each other. I was like, hey, this is pretty sick. And so like that's when I started like really liking the development or production side of making movies, because at first like I wanted to like be like a not so much on camera, but be more
a YouTuber.
I guess influencer or whatever. Like being me being the ones doing the thing that I write or whatever,
Right.
But I think it started becoming more fun, you know, just being in the background, like just coming up with like the small little things that like bring out the chuckles.
Right.
Like not out of everyone, you know, but some people like they get it, and that's like I don't know, it's like really really fun for me. And yeah, that's why I changed it to screenwriting because like I just didn't want to be part of the acting part because there's the like to be a director they want you to take like acting classes and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because like
I imagine you as a director.
that'd be pretty cool.
I see you.
I'd still want to be a director. Like I'm still gonna try to go for it, but I think I want to focus more on the screenwriting, like storytelling aspect.
Okay.
Cause I don't know. Like I remember one of my classes for the screenwriting class. They're like, he was calling on each one of us, and he was like, "Okay, tell me something about yourself. Like why are you here?"
Like fuck, I don't know.
I don't know. But I was like, oh, so they're like, why are you here? And like, what's like, what are you trying to focus on? Like directing, production, screenwriting. They're like, what? Because that's a prerequisite class, you know. It wasn't like really focused.
Right.
So he got to me. He's like, so like, why are you here? And like, what do you want to do? And I was like, oh, like I want to do like storytelling. I've always had fun doing it. It's fun coming up with like you know just random ideas, pulling shit out of my ass basically, you know.
Basically,
yeah. And it's like you know it's fun because it's different, it's mine, you know, like even though it's similar to everyone else's, you know, there's something that's always going to make it special from everyone else. And he looks at me, he's like, so you're an artist? I was like, what the fuck?
I guess.
Yeah, that's like when I never thought about it. So he like looked at me and he was like okay. He's like, so you're an artist? And I was like, well, I never considered myself an artist. And I think the reason like he like called me that was because I said because it's mine and no one else's.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is really. That's when like I kind of got like really into it too, because there's like you know a lot of stories like you know daddy issues whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know I'm not the only person that whose father left at a young age and had to like grow up fast or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it's different from all the other ones, you know. Like there's not gonna be someone else like my mom.
Yeah.
There's not gonna be someone else, you know, like you. The good times we had like in the apartments and shit.
Right.
And so like that's what makes me special. I think like it's not so much me that's special. It's mostly the people around me.
Okay.
And that's you know that's the story right there. I think, and that's like where I'm trying to. I guess make most of my writing from, not so much the main character or whatever,
Right.
but like the side characters, I guess, and that's like the big thing that I'm trying to do right now.
Okay, you're smart, Louis.
Okay. I hate that I'm because at first like I got offended when he called me an artist. I was like, I'm not an artist. I'm not like one of those like it's this way specifically because of the stride they go in this painting. And I'm like, oh fuck off.
You're like, nah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not an artist. I'm not an artist. But then I was like, fuck. Like I guess what makes an artist is them focusing on their craft to like
their creativity.
Yeah,
too,
I don't know. Like the thing is, I never considered myself like the artsy type.
Okay.
You know, I hated poetry. It was so annoying to me. Like I hated writing. I like just telling stories and shit like that. You know, like just pulling shit out of my ass. But like writing it and like being all proper and grammatical, I was like, nah. You know.
Nah, that's not me.
But like, yeah, I don't know. Like with this, like I found a new side of me, and it's like something that's like learning to appreciate, you know, the small things.
Right.
And that's like what makes it all worth it to me. And it's like,
bro, low key, when I heard you had a podcast, I was like, wait, I thought Louis was shy. I swear. I was like, this guy has like a podcast. I'm like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, it's like, it was really big deal because I've always wanted to do this, you know, like I didn't think I was gonna do it, but like I always had that idea in my head, like, oh, like imagine if I could just talk.
Yeah.
And I never thought I was gonna do it, but it just I don't know, like
What got you doing it? Because I know you have like this whole setup and stuff.
Shit,
and like,
yeah, I know I've had this for a while. Right?
Yeah,
like, I could have done it, but honestly, it was a girl.
Those go. That's right.
That's right. So like you know me, you know I've never been in a relationship or whatever. But I guess like
still.
Well, I guess now, yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, it was long distance.
Oh, okay.
She's from Germany. She's in Germany, and she was like, I don't know, like just making me realize stuff that I didn't see myself either.
Oh shit.
Because like before I hated my voice. I saw like I'm kind of like fuck, like that voice is annoying, dude. Like, shut the fuck up, right? But yeah, she was like, dude, like you have like a good voice. Like she was telling me, you know, like I should try like the Mr. Nightmare type of shit on YouTube.
Mr. Nightmare. Oh, I watched
the
that.
Scary stories. Like she heard something in the back row or some shit like that. You know, fucking just. She was like,
Are we good at that? What the fuck?
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I never thought I'd do it. You know, because like you know how like you always see yourself like, oh, like imagine like if I was a fucking rock star or some shit, I was just fucking shredding this guitar at this concert, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's how I saw like doing a podcast for me. Like, oh, like if I had talent, you know, like if it was actually good, I could have been doing this because you know I want to try it.
Yeah.
But yeah, she like started getting me confident, and she like told me like, yeah, your voice is good, so you know, she was like, you should try doing this, doing that, and I was like, fuck, I guess I'll try doing a podcast. And like ever since then, dude, like it's something I'm really grateful for to her. We'll see where it all goes. What about you? What are you?
So.
What are you up to?
Yeah, bro. I mean, I don't know if you know. I chose not to go to school. Yeah. I know. I just thought school wasn't for me. Even though I got I think it was a 1220 on my SAT, bro. I didn't even study, Beast. Bro. I didn't study.
Beast.
I didn't do none of that shit, bro. And I got a 1220 on my SAT. But that's only for UCs, right? I don't even know, bro. Because
SAT, it's for all of them.
It's for all of them. Yeah, well, I got a good grade there, and then I was still like my thought was still like I'm not gonna go to fucking school. And so I started working. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to do real estate. I want to be a real estate agent.
Oh shit.
Soon, become a broker. You know.
Yeah.
But as of right now, like. Well, fucking, I had like 3 jobs. I think I worked at McDonald's for like 3 months. I worked at this clothing store for like a couple. I worked at Panda also.
You worked at Kohl's?
No, for a couple months. My bad. New Star.
Oh, okay.
By Kohl's, yeah.
Yeah.
I worked at Panda, and then the job that I stayed at the longest was Chipotle.
Chipotle, you're still there?
Nah, hell no, bro. I quit.
I remember seeing you there. I was like, oh shit, that's Jeeves. And
yeah.
you just like turned around like, oh fuck you. Then.
Bro, I was literally there so I started off for 4 months, and I became a kitchen manager. Mm-hmm. And then I was literally a kitchen manager for like 2 weeks, bro. And I became a service manager. And then a service manager, I was like a service manager for like probably like 7 months.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Then I became an apprentice, which is like under a general manager. So like when you have your own store as a general manager.
Yeah.
So I was an apprentice. Bro, I was getting paid. I'm pretty sure I was getting paid more than like any of my friends, bro. Literally, bro. Fun, like dude. It was money. I was like, fuck, like this is a lot of money. Like the fuck am I gonna do with this? You know?
Yeah.
So I mean, I have it. You know, I didn't spend it on some dumb shit. You know.
Yeah.
Usually what everybody would do. Because I knew like I should save up because I know I'm gonna quit and you know, I'm gonna try to go towards my career.
Yeah.
Which is real estate. And currently I had to take this course. It's a college course basically.
Yeah.
But you pay for it and it's 3 courses, 3 books, 3 fat ass books. you have to read and you know just go over the work. You take an exam at the end of every course.
Yeah.
And then so I passed all of them. So Beast. I took 3 exams. Yeah, they're all out of 100 questions. I think I got like a 94 and 2 98s.
Damn,
it's not bad.
It's not bragging, but it's not
you
bad.
Know? And so like now my next step right now is to get my biometrics. So just like my fingerprints, my pictures, and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
And then I already applied for my fucking state exam, but I had to send it. I sent it through mail, and it takes like I think it's about like 5 weeks.
Fuck, dude.
For them to get back at me.
It's just like to know, you know.
Yeah, to be able to go take my state exam. So out of those 3 exams that I took from the course,
yeah,
it shows proof that I studied. You know, I did my work for 135 hours.
Yeah. And
then I'm able to take that state exam. And the state exam is I think it's like $306. It's money, but I mean,
yeah, it's for a career, you know.
Yeah, but it's towards my career, and yeah, I mean,
you're just working at it.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to like let me know the date and where am I gonna take my test, but yeah, bro, that's me right now.
That's sick, dude. Like I mean, yeah, like I don't think there should be any shame in like saying, you know, I didn't go to school, because you know it's just different things for different people. Like for me, honestly, I think school isn't for me either. I think like I had a really hard time adjusting to it. Even now, like with online, and like I'm still adjusting to this. But I think honestly, for me, the only reason I'm doing it is so that I don't have to admit to myself that it's up to me. I guess.
Right.
I guess like I still want to like have connections. I guess or whatever. Like I think for me it's a scary thing to say. I'm gonna do it without school. I don't know why. Like I know you don't need school.
Right.
But like I don't know. I don't know what I do with myself. If I was on my own completely.
Yeah. Like.
But yeah, like I don't know. Like I've been less shy. I guess getting more bold, more confident, or whatever.
That's good.
It's we'll see where it goes.
You have an outro?
Not specifically, but I mean, do you want to try one? You try it. You make the outro for us.
Thank you for coming back to the coolest podcast in the world.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just cause I'm here.
Because you had me as a guest.
Yes, sir. That's right. So yeah. Thank you for visiting this week's lbitt episode with Jesus Ibarra.
Thank you for having me. GBUS _ on everything.
Yes, sir. GBUS. Well, can't wait to have you back again. Tell scary stories and all that shit.
For real, man.
All right. Later. Till next time. Bye.